Imagine creating hits after hits, redefining the sound of an entire genre, and then waking up one day to find the industry turning its back on you. That's Tekno's story, one of Nigeria's most talented and enigmatic artists. This is how Tekno rose to greatness, called out the system, and paid the price. Today we want to explore what really happened. Was he blackballed, sabotaged, or was it just bad luck? Let's dive in. Tekno, born Augustine Miles Kelechi in 92, didn't come from a musical dynasty. His story wasn't one of inherited fame or industry connections. He grew up in Bauchi States, far removed from Lagos, the epicenter of Nigeria's entertainment industry. But what Tekno did have was an innate gift. By the time he was a teenager, he was playing multiple instruments and experimenting with productions. He was, as they say, born for this. Tekno's early talent caught the attention of record executives, and by 13 he signed with Made Men Music Group. That same year he released Holiday, a collaboration with Davido which hinted at his potential but didn't quite make him a star. That would change 2 years later. Yeah. Duro wasn't just a song, it was an anthem. Tekno had unlocked a sound that was fresh, irresistible, and undeniably his own. And when he followed that up with Pana in 16, forget it. Tekno was no longer just an artist, he was a phenomenon. Pana was everywhere, on the radio, in the club, at weddings. It wasn't just a Nigerian hit, it was a global moment. Tekno had cracked the Afrobeats code. His sound was minimal, yet melodic, intimate, yet explosive. Artists like Davido and Wizkid were dominating in their own rights, but Tekno was the innovator, carving out his own lane.
Go, shawty, this your birthday. Go.
How does that make you feel?
No, it feels great, man. It keeps me younger. Because they are now.
By the end of 16, Tekno wasn't just a rising star, he was a kingmaker. He was writing and producing hits not only for himself but for others, shaping the very sound of modern Afrobeats. But as Tekno's star rose, so did the expectations. The turning point in Tekno's career came at the Headies, Nigeria's most prestigious music awards. In 16, Tekno was nominated for the Next Rated category, an award reserved for up-and-coming artists. But Tekno didn't see himself as an up-and-comer. He saw himself as already arrived. He wrote in an Instagram post, "Next Rated after how many years? Let's be honest, please." Now let's reflect here. Was that really a call-out or was that Tekno speaking his truth? You see, if you remember, when Burna Boy was listed to perform in Coachella, his name was written in small fonts, and Burna Boy didn't take that kindly. He called out Coachella saying, "I'm an African giant, fix this please." Now that was a call out. But you see, the industry is a weird place full of unnecessary ego. And although Tekno's public criticism was bold, it was also a direct challenge to the industry's gatekeepers. The Headies weren't just any award show, they were the institution. Calling them out wasn't just controversial, it was seen as disrespectful. And in an industry as tightly knit as Nigeria's, disrespect doesn't go unnoticed. While Tekno had a point and his catalog was far beyond the Next Rated category, the Headies' reason for nominating him was because he didn't have an album yet. And with that, the fallout was immediate. He didn't show up for the promo and thus was disqualified. At the time, Tekno didn't know it, but he had lost something far more critical, the industry's goodwill. After the Headies, Tekno's career entered a strange phase. On the surface, he was still successful. Songs like Yawa, Rara, and Go were chart toppers. He also co-wrote and produced Davido's If, one of the biggest Afrobeats track of the decade.
Are you grateful to Tekno for If?
What? Till day, ask Tekno. Today, Tekno brought me back, bro. I never have a hit for almost a year, bro. You know, I'm Tekno tell me say, David, I get one song, bro. But you know me, I like Giant. I don't want they club. So there's one day that Tekno came to the club to drag me. So he came to how we meet if exactly. So he came to Keylog to actually drag me. So he dragged me, went to his house.
So he really wanted you to do it?
Bro, like I've never seen anybody that wants me to do a song that Tekno wrote the whole song. The song was recorded. If it's recorded, there's Tekno version.
Why did he want you to do it?
I'm a good guy. As I like, there's actually if Tekno recorded if the whole thing. So he called me, dragged me to his house. I recorded it, drunk as shit. Called me and everything. My hobby, this thing not here, though. This thing not here, though.
Not only that, in 19 he worked with Beyonce on the Lion King The Gift album. But behind the scene, things weren't adding up. He wasn't winning major awards, wasn't headlining big festivals, and wasn't receiving the same level of support as his peers. Many began to speculate that Tekno had been blackballed, a silent punishment for challenging the system. In 18, Tekno revealed he was suffering from vocal cord damage, a condition that left him unable to sing and required surgery. For an artist whose voice was central to his career, this was a devastating blow.
You know, like how you have a sore throat?
Okay.
And it comes after a few weeks and it goes. So I had a sore throat 1 week passed, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. And then after a while, I started to hurt. My vocal cord was swollen. Like it was inflamed for like a month. I had a show in Ghana that I was performing, and I, you know, like say you over scream and I kind of, you know, when you stretch your voice type shit.
Yeah.
So on that same night, acid, because I was having reflux at this time. No can pray, I didn't pray. They say, nah, juju, oh, so now one girl do this one. Oh, this.
But
nah, like
scared.
I was scared. There's a time I wanted to fucking kill myself. Because it's like 7 months I can't sing, and like I'm watching when I'm like, yeah.
The timing couldn't have been worse. Afrobeats was exploding internationally with artists like Davido, Burna Boy, and Wizkid leading the charge. Meanwhile, Tekno was forced to take a step back, watching the industry move on without him. Even after his recovery, Tekno's career never fully regained its momentum. The hits kept coming, but the industry support wasn't there. Some argue that Tekno's health issues were the primary reason for his decline. Others believe it was a combination of factors: the fallout from the Headies, the lack of strong management, and the rise of new competition. But there's another theory. Maybe Tekno was deliberately sidelined by an industry that couldn't forgive him for breaking the rules. You see, the Nigerian music scene thrives on loyalty, relationship, and respect for hierarchy. And Tekno, for all his talent, refused to play the game. Despite everything, Tekno still remains a legend in his own right. His influence on Afrobeats is undeniable, and his sound continues to inspire a new generation of artists. While he may never fully reclaim the spotlight, Tekno's legacy is secure. So what are your thoughts about this? Was Tekno blackballed, or was his decline the result of bad luck, poor decisions, or unfortunate timing? The truth, as always, lies in between. But one thing is for sure, Tekno's story isn't over. And if the past is any indication, his next move could surprise us all. Salute.